Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We are from Group 5 and today we will be discussing about declarative question for the group members. I will be Dimas Perdana and
Hilal Purnomo.
and for the first video we will be discussing about like so before we get to declarative question, we must know about declarative sentence. So declarative sentence is generally a simple statement that is used to provide information about something to a state or a fact. So it ends with a stop or a period or as we call in Indonesia with a titik. So next. So before we get to the use of declarative question, we must also know the use of declarative sentence. So the use of declarative sentence is used to convey or to deliver information to make a statement. For example, this is David plays the piano. I hope you can come tomorrow. And also, we've forgotten the milk and Jenny and her mom will come to my house. That is the example of the declarative sentence. So I think that's it for me, and let's move on to the next material presented by Zaldy. Hilal.
So I will explain about declarative question itself. The declarative question is a yes/no question that has the form of declarative sentence, but it is spoken with rising intonation at the end. Declarative questions are commonly used in informal speech to express surprise or ask for verification. The most likely response to a declarative question is an agreement or confirmation. Next. So here are the comparison between several sentences that have different structure and meanings. As you can see, this is at the point A. That are the statements like you learn English, you are my wife, she's Beyonce's child, which has a form of declarative statement. And then the B1 is a yes/no question with standard and or written grammar. Or we call this as an interrogative sentence, such as do you learn English? Are you my wife? Is she Beyonce's child? Those can be realized by adding an auxiliary verb at the beginning of the sentence or exchanging the place of the subject and auxiliary verb. And then the point C is a yes/no question which has a form of a declarative question. But there are rising intonation at the end of the sentence as a sign of that is a question. The example is like you learn English, you are my wife, she's Beyonce's child, and this is we call a declarative question. But this the point C has the same meaning with the sentence in the point D, which asking yes/no question.
This phrase is put at the end of the sentence I want to read.
So thanks to Hilal for the explanation. Now we move on to the next material presented by Zaldy.
Alright, Dimas. Thank you. For the next material, we will talk about how to make declarative sentence or the structure of the declarative sentence. The first structure of the declarative sentence is statement. Statement is the main part of the sentence that contains all the information or statement of what is to be expressed or asked. And the second is question intonation. So question intonation is the intonation of the voice used when delivering the statement. This intonation transforms the statement into a question, and in the case of the listener that an answer is expected. The sentence structure remains similar to a statement, with only the intonation being different. The correct intonation is key to communicating the question is being asked when even though the sentence structure resembles a statement. And next, use of declarative question. This is the example of expressing surprise in declarative questions. For the A is declaring if she is a doctor. She said if she is a doctor, and the B asks to expression surprise like she's a doctor, like that. And for the another example, C is said if I am pregnant. The Z expressing surprise with the question, you are pregnant, like that. Alright. Now for the asking for verification, it's for verify something. For the example is the A said if she calls me daddy, and the B for verification he said if he asked about she's your daughter, like that. And for the another example, the C said my wound is getting better. The Z said, and Z asked it is like for verifications some information. Alright, I think that's all from us.
Any questions? Is there any question?
You don't have any question for us? It's okay. Thank you for your but we will ask you about what were.
If you all didn't have any question, we will ask you. So you have a question or not? I will count till 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay. Please, Mayati.
Boleh kasih contoh lagi yang tadi soalnya kurang
Bagian which
Hilal, second ya.
The declarative question, this one or
The declarative question or this one?
this one? Alright.
pakai bahasa Indonesia. Jadi ini adalah 3 contoh dari beberapa kalimat yang berbeda. Yang A itu adalah declarative sentence, which is a state and information. And then the B one is yes no question with standard or written grammar. And then the C one is the declarative question. This is the example of the declarative question. Example is the C1.
Thank you.
Okay, please.
Is it okay to use declarative question in formal settings?
Informal settings.
formal setting, I think
it's okay.
because
If it is in spoken context, I think it is okay to use declarative question.
formal setting like if you have watched some movie, there are several declarative question in the dialogue when they are in the meeting or something, for just for what's it, for convey the message, not convey the message, just for information, some things, some news or some.
So if speaker in a formal setting is delivering the message in a declarative way, we can ask in the declarative question also, but it also depends on the context. If it is very formal, we should not be using it, but it is not too formal, we can use the declarative question.
Is it declarative question have just have yes or no answer, or can have another answer?
Can you repeat?
Is it a declarative question just have yes or no answers, or have the other answer? Sure.
According to my understanding, the declarative question is only yes or no, because it is used to only to verify what the speaker. Let's say I'm saying I'm pregnant, so you can say, "Are you pregnant? You're pregnant?" Something like that. It's just to verification, so it is just a yes or no.
Okay, thank you.
And the declarative, based on what we learn in the pronunciation class, in the declarative question is have the down note when you question, and high note, up note.
So the intonation is rising.
Rising intonation when you ask in the
Yes.
declarative question. Why? Because there are no one WH question in the declarative sentence. So the
Raising intonation is as a sign of a question.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other?
question.
No?
Maybe this is not a question, but I just want to make sure the types of declarative question is just to or
Types of declarative.
The use of the types.
all types.
Or the type.
Oh, yang declarative.
Expressing use question.
The using types is different.
Yes, it is very much different. The types of declarative question is only one.